Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Joshua Phillips, and this is the fourth and final video in our series on grief and coping with loss. In our last video, we talked about practical strategies for coping with grief and finding support. Today, we are talking about a deeply meaningful topic: how to support those who are grieving. It can be hard to know what to say or do, even when our hearts are in the right place. In this video, I'll guide you through some ways to show support. We'll explore what to say, what not to say, and why it matters to have a compassionate approach. So, if you're ready to join me today, go ahead and grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started. When someone close to us is grieving, it's natural to want to help. But sometimes, words and actions meant to comfort can unintentionally do the opposite. Let's begin with some helpful things you can say to someone who's grieving. The simple phrase, "I'm so sorry for your loss," acknowledges their pain and is a respectful way to express sympathy and lets them know that you care. "I can't imagine what you're going through, but know that I'm here for you." By admitting that we can't fully understand their experience, we validate their pain and we create space for them to feel heard without judgment. Take all the time you need. This phrase reassures that there's no rush to get over the loss. Grief can resurface over time, and knowing that it's okay to go at your own pace can be helpful. "I'm here to listen whenever you need." Letting them know that you're available at any time, even if it's just to listen, can help them know that they can reach out for support whenever they need. "I'd be happy to help with anything that feels overwhelming." Offering specific help, like running errands or completing daily tasks, can be more meaningful than the general, "let me know if you need anything." Certain phrases, especially cliches, can minimize a person's loss and pressure them to move on. Here are a few things to avoid saying and why they might not be as helpful as we intend. The phrase, "they're in a better place now," may be comforting to the person saying it, but it can invalidate the grieving person's current pain and sorrow. Even if the griever believes that their loved one is at peace, they still miss them deeply. Allowing them to feel that loss is essential. Everything happens for a reason. While some may find this reassuring, it can often feel dismissive to those in deep pain. "I know exactly how you feel." Even if you've experienced loss, grief is unique for each person. Acknowledging that you don't know exactly what they're going through, but are there to listen, is usually more comforting. The phrases, "at least they lived a long life," or "you have other children," can make someone feel like they shouldn't feel as much grief as they do. Grief isn't determined by age or circumstances, it's about the relationship they've lost. Phrases like, "you'll move on soon," or "time heals all wounds," can make someone feel like they should get over their loss within a certain time frame. Grief doesn't have a set timeline, and for many, it's a process that resurfaces. Sometimes it's not just words that can make the difference. Actions can often speak louder. Small gestures of kindness can go a long way to help them feel supported. Here are some simple yet powerful actions that can convey care and comfort to those who are grieving. Be present and available. One of the most meaningful ways to show support is simply by being there. You don't always need to speak or offer advice. Sometimes your quiet presence is enough. Offer specific help. Rather than saying, "let me know if you need anything," offer something concrete. For example, "can I bring you a meal on Thursday?" Or, "would it help if I walked your dog this week?" Specific offers make it easier for the grieving person to accept help without the burden of deciding what they need. Be patient with their process. Grief doesn't have a set timeline, and so we need to be patient as they work through it. Continue to check in over time, as they may still need support in the weeks, months, and even years down the line. Simply sending a message or stopping by to let them know that you're thinking of them can mean a lot, even well after the funeral. Invite them to join you without pressure. Extend invitations for coffee, a walk, or a quiet activity, but let them know it's okay if they're not up to it. Giving them the option to say yes or no can make them feel supported without feeling overwhelmed. Honor their loved one's memory. Whether it's sharing a story or looking at photos together, small acts of remembrance can be very meaningful. Through thoughtful actions and small gestures, we can show those who are grieving that they aren't alone. By being present, patient, and understanding, we can offer compassionate support that's often more impactful than words alone. This concludes our video series on grief and coping with loss. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and even comment your thoughts or experiences below. As we end our time here today, I want to thank each and every one of you for the love and support that you've given me. I couldn't have done this series without you. Now, take care, and I'll see you next time.